morning, everybody. I'm headed to work again this morning. We're going an alternate route. The route that I came home yesterday, I'm actually going to try that this morning to see if maybe it's better because I leave so early for work in the morning. So I'm going to attempt to navigate back the opposite direction. I left giving myself just a little bit of extra time because I wanted to stop by Shipley's. I don't ever pass Shipley's, and the people at my job love some Shipley's, so I picked up donuts as a treat for my coworkers this morning. Kind of, take everybody's mind as much as you can off of everything that's going on. So we'll see how my commute goes this morning. I'll talk to you in a little bit when I get where I'm going. Okay, so all is well, y'all. Not only did I have time to stop by Shipley's, I'm actually here pulling up to my job on time because, and I don't know if it's because, people are still not going to work, or because my morning commute is usually beautiful because I leave so early, there's not really any traffic on the road. And so this morning, I think the slowest part was, the main street that I turned onto by my house. And it wasn't because it was packed, it was because people were driving like extremely slow. So I don't know if they were nervous about, water or whatever was going on, but for some reason they were driving really, really slow. So yeah, but I made it in, and pulling into the parking lot, and I'm here, and I have donuts. Yay, Tony. Thank you, Jesus. So I know my afternoon commute for a while is not going to be pretty, but I just have to, oh, Lord, I got to get me an extra suitcase for me to pack my patients, because your girl does not like traffic. I do not. If I could have a chauffeur and never have to worry about driving, I'd be fine. But I'm just not a fan of driving at all. And it's not driving. I'm not a fan of the driving experience. Driving within itself is fine, but I'm just not a fan of the driving experience. So I try not to be ugly. Y'all done seen me honking at people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not doing that because I'm being impatient. I'm fussing at folks on the road that's almost, they're not paying attention, or they're just being rude and almost hit me. So I'm not out here banging on my horn at people because I don't have patience to wait my turn or anything like that. So, but I appreciate y'all riding with me. It helps for me to talk to y'all because, then my mind is, I'm paying attention to the road, but my mind is distracted off of the stress. So it is awesome, and I thank y'all. Y'all are so cool. And if y'all can tell, I got on my other spectacles this morning. So, anyway, I'll see y'all later. What's up, everybody? I am off work, ready for the weekend. Oh my goodness. It is so beautiful out here. It is just absolutely beautiful. So I am actually leaving work. Still didn't make it out of there on time. I'm about half an hour behind schedule. So I had to shut everything down and put my out of office on my voicemail as well as my email, and that kind of delayed me just a tad bit because the time crept up on me kind of fast. So anyway, I'm just completely, this has been a very emotional day. I came into work and we had gotten news that our job was going to make sure that we were taken care of as far as our checks and everything goes. They were going to make sure that was taken care of. We heard up until Tuesday they were confident that it would be compensated up until Wednesday, because the office didn't open back up until yesterday, which was Thursday. So amazing, absolutely amazing. Came into the office and we had, first, before I get to that, came into the office and the security guard, I had him open up one of the conference rooms because they had an ice machine, because the ice machine in our break room is not working. So I told him I needed to get some ice. So he opened up the conference room, but on the way there, he was like, do you have gas? And I'm sitting there thinking, I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm thinking, I don't remember Putin. Farting. I don't remember doing that. And I'm looking at him and I was like, excuse me? Because I'm thinking, what are you smelling? Because I don't smell nothing. Woo! So then he was like, do you have enough? Did you put gas in your car? And I was like, oh. And I was like, no, actually, I have to go get some gas when I get off of work. And so he was like, well, before you do that, you might want to go over to the tower, because, the job is giving all employees free gas. All you need is your badge, and you just pull around. It wasn't a lie. I went over there, pulled up, printed and signed my name on a little clipboard, and they put gas in my car. They had a gas truck pulled up to my job, giving free gas to all employees, and all you had to do was show your badge. No lie. First of all, I was completely overwhelmed. I called my boss. I was like, this was happening. Can we go? She was like, oh, yeah. And I said, is it all right if I tell everybody else? So she was like, oh, yes. I went and told everybody else, this is what's happening. And boss lady said we can get up out of here and go get us some free gas. So that's what we did. Not everybody went, because some people was like, oh, man, I just filled up my tank on the way into the office. And I was like, yeah, I would have got gas yesterday, but we was procrastinating. So that actually worked to my advantage, because I was able to get gas. Now, granted, they didn't fill your car up, but hello, I am not tripping. So that was the first thing. And then once I got in, got back from getting gas, because I found this out almost immediately after I got to work, hadn't had a chance to go through my emails or anything like that. So, logged onto my computer, pulled my emails up. I was kind of doing my thing, and there was an email from the big boss, and the email went through this whole, every need was addressed in that email. And I'm sitting there halfway through the email, seriously trying to choke back tears, because I am just in awe of how beautiful and wonderful this company is. They are not playing when it comes to taking care of their employees. They usually give us like goodies throughout the year and all this other kind of stuff, and y'all have to excuse me, just give me a moment. So as I started reading down the email, it said that they're working on lodging for employees who have lost their homes. They currently don't have a place to live. And I was like, what? Then it said they were working on transportation for those who have lost their vehicles or without transportation. And I was just like, oh my God. Then it said that they were giving up to $2,000 in pay advances that you can pay back over 9 pay periods. I was like, wow. And then to top it all off, they were making sure not just the original Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, but they were making sure that everybody was compensated who were not able to make it into work from August 27th until September 2nd. So that goes from August 27th, which was Sunday, all the way through Saturday, September 2nd, tomorrow. So if you have not been able to make it into work, none this week, you straight. You straight. If you don't have a place to live, they working on that. They gonna try to make sure, because you're an employee there, that they try to assist you in any way they can to put you in temporary lodging until you can find you a place to stay. If you're dealing with transportation, they looking at carpool, ride share, that sort of thing, to make sure you can get back and forth to work. I mean, I was just, then they have these, they set up this, they call it a community. They set up this community, and I think it's like a digital community, but they set up this community where you can partner with another employee. Like, say for example, you know, while I was living in the city of Houston, I didn't lose anything. Nothing got damaged. My car is fine, you know, so on and so forth. And so if I wanted to partner with somebody who was impacted, you know, I could do the, you know, help them by, you know, offering them a ride, you know, picking them up and everything, bringing them to work and taking them home, and, you know, all that. Or if you have individuals who have kids, and, you know, they're encouraging that, you know, if you want to partner with somebody to offer, you know, to babysit for them, you know, I guess they'll they'll arrange for y'all shifts to be compatible, so that, you know, you could help out in that way. I mean, they are doing some of everything. And I told them, I said, you know what? They're going to have to put me up out of here. I ain't going nowhere. It's just amazing. I've never worked for a company that has done anything like this before. I've never worked for a company that is so completely and utterly consumed by the welfare of their employees. And it's not just talk. We have a specific department that's set aside that does fundraisers all year long. They you know, take donations of PTO time and just all sorts of things. You know, it's just so many different things, different ways that you can actually benefit from, you know, if you find yourself in a crisis. They have all these different resources. You know, they recently, and I don't know how long this has been going on, but they have this program, you know, for your education. It's student loan repayment, and so it's like if you've already gone to school and you have a loan, they have a way to, you know, help you pay your loan back. And then they have another program where if you're thinking about going to school, where they will actually, you know, pay for you to go to school. I mean, it's just so much. We got discount programs. I mean, it's huge. They are working very hard to make sure that we don't just have, you know, a paycheck and time off, you know, sick time, vacation, or whatever, and retirement plan. It's like all these extra little extras and pieces, and, you know, it's like we got the meal, but they're making sure that we also have, you know, we got something to drink, we got dessert, we got appetite. I mean, it's just like the full shebang. It's a trip, you know, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's just so emotionally overwhelming, even to the point where I had to write my boss an email and just pour my heart out about how grateful I feel, you know, about all the different measures that they're going to make sure that we're okay. And then they sent this email out saying, you know, we need to hear from you. And basically what it was a form in an email that you had to type your information in, and they were asking questions like, you know, was your vehicle damaged? Was your, you know, are you displaced? And, you know, things like that. They're actually taking a survey of what's going on with all the employees. And they're trying to get, it's almost like they're trying to get a head count, trying to see who's there, who's not there, but not for the purpose of, we need somebody to cover your shift. It's not like that. They're trying to get a head count to determine, who's MIA. If we haven't heard from you, we need to hear from you. And why haven't we heard from you? Is it because you're unable to communicate with us and let us know that you're okay? Things like that. So they're actually trying to really check on everybody. And so that is just great to me. I'm just so overwhelmed and so moved. And I just had to come on here and tell y'all, it's awesome. It's just awesome. So count your blessings if you walked away from this situation with everything still intact. Take care.